So that's the scientific, earthly, solar system piece to all of it.
Hmm.
How does that relate to where we started with that Trinity consciousness and how it affects like human consciousness or what people and what you're experiencing, what people might be experiencing now with this shift? How do those things go together?
Well, I remember seeing or having a vision, or I was really looking kind of at the pattern of the fabric, and I understood this is maybe, I'd say going back good maybe 12, 13 years. And I was like, oh, wow, when there's shift that's common, I'm like, wow, there's gonna be a lot of people lose their minds. I'm like, wow, there's, it's gonna be, there's gonna be crazy folks all over. And now here we are, 15 years later, in the midst of this like global mental health crisis. It's not just one thing you can point to, of course, because it's very, there's a whole lot that's going on. But certainly, what for those the importance of doing the spiritual work and doing your inner work is for this reason. You see, those who haven't and aren't and haven't broken through to any of these illusions of separation, this is what we're witnessing. So, the importance of this, is to is it's all that everything that's happening dramatically speaking is there. Even the wars itself are there to facilitate people making a breakthrough to connect with their spiritual body, because that's the one thing it's like that's fundamentally critical throughout this is that we all have a spiritual body, whether you're aware of it or not, but the future is connected to it. It's not separation from it. There is no future without it. And so everything in terms of the dramatically is serving the purpose of making uh, such that individuals at that level can make that connection.
Well, it's fascinating talking about the mental state and, the planet that playing into that. I was reading or hearing something recently, or not too recently, but within the last couple of months that talked about, I don't know if it was a hypothesis that memories are held in our magnetics. Like we have memories through magnetically. Did you tell
Mm-hmm.
me that? Or have you
Um,
heard this?
oh, I've seen it.
You've seen it
I've known this for quite some time. Yeah,
because
yeah.
wherever I came across this, it was suggesting that magnetics are holding our memories. And of course, so much of our identity is tied up in what we remember about ourselves, and our
uh,
history.
it's what we remember, and we tend to take a selective memory is how we form our identity, right? For better or worse. So we're either going to take our best stuff, and that's how we weave a little narrative of that's who we really are, or we might do the worst. And there's a lot of people that unfortunately do that too, where they're just plucking out just the worst stuff, and they're basing a sense of self around that. God help those souls. So usually it's some kind of partial, selection of our memory. Now you start actually impeding that memory access, and then what happens? People just they don't know who they are.